Hi Dean, great seeing you again yesterday. Yeah, I know it was quite a lot to get through just in a half hour, but certainly it looks like we'll have a bit more time next time, which will be great. But certainly good to get to the bottom of why the the previous coaching you've had has kind of just been a bit of a band-aid fix, if you like, and where we can really get to the root of the problem and get the club into a better position to allow you to play some really good golf. So essentially, I put this plane line in as the good reference point, and although there are some really good things going on in the golf swing, and particularly the power, the club head speed that you can produce, you can quite clearly see on the downswing, this is the root cause of all the issues. You just get far too far in front of the plane line, which essentially means that the club is going to be working down very steeply, which not too much of an issue if you've got a short iron or a mid iron in hand, which has got plenty of loft on the club, but as soon as you get to the three-wood driver, not much loft on the club, really going to struggle, because essentially the only way you can get the ball in the air is by leaving the club face well open. So what we're looking for is a much shallower angle of attack. Got to get the club much more behind you, got to get it underneath the plane line. So there's a couple of things going on where we need to increase the rotation a wee bit. So certainly turning the right toe out and focusing on the pelvic rotation of the backswing will help to set the club a little bit more behind you. But of course from here we need to get that sensation of working from underneath the plane line and towards the underside of the golf ball, as it were. You can quite clearly see there that the very, very open club face as you're striking the ball, working from underneath plane line, and then of course rather than lifting up and back, which you just have a look at the picture here on the left hand side, you can see how you're rocking back and up away from the golf ball to try and make room for yourself. It's more of a sensation of turning and moving forward towards the target and onto the front foot as we're striking the ball. So a good reference point would be, or a good metaphor to think about would be, we're trying to take it from a slice forehand in tennis and change it to a little bit more of a topspin forehand, but it's more it's the topspin forehand but without the big wrist release. It's more of a chest release onto the ball. So certainly you'll know if you're doing it better, because the ball flight, you'll be able to hit the ball straight, but the ball flight straight away will come off much higher from the club face, rather than the one that kind of comes out low and then squeezes off to the right. That's the one that we're trying to get rid of. But there are lots of good things going on in that swing, and as I said, anyone who can create power I can turn into a good player. So we look forward to seeing you next week, and we can get to work.